you how to make the veggie burrito. So on burrito day, we'll have a bacon, cheese, egg burrito with a chipotle spread, and then we will also have separate a veggie burrito. We'll still be making it to order, similar if you watch the bacon, egg, and cheese burrito. It'll be similar, but you'll see the modifications as we go. Just like the other one, I'll be showing you how to make the 2 burritos at once, where when you prep this for for the golden bowl, you'll be making larger amounts, just like in the other recipe, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to cook our veggies. So we're keeping it simple. We're just doing pepper and onion. So I have my saute pan. Again, I'm only doing enough for 2 burritos. On your prep day for the actual golden bowl, you will prep it and then you can cook it that day, or you can cook it the morning of to make it fresh. Kind of decides on what you guys have time. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil in my pan, just a teaspoon, and then I'm going to put about a teaspoon of butter. Okay, just if you watch the other video, butter adds flavor, oil prevents sticking. So now I'm going to add in my veggies. I've already cut them. So you can use any color pepper. The recipe says red. We had green available, and I want to show you the versatility of this. If your teacher only has a yellow pepper, as long as it's a pepper, okay? Just make sure it's a regular pepper, not a jalapeno, okay? So I'm adding about a 1/4 cup right to my pan, and then you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of onion. And again, any kind of onion, I'm using yellow. Yellow's a little sweeter. But your teacher might only have red onion available. So that's fine as long as we're having those veggies and it's pepper and onion, because that's how the menu is going to read. All right. So to that, I got that all mixed up. I'm going to add just a small pinch of salt to season up those veggies so they're not so plain, and then a pinch of black pepper. All right. And that's for you and your partner to enjoy and eat. Now, for the actual golden bowl, we'll have specific amounts of salt and pepper, so it's consistency and standardized. So every week when we have our fabulous burritos, people are getting what they ordered from week to week. We really want to make sure that our products are consistent. Of course, my flame went down a little bit. So you're going to cook this for about 5 to 6 minutes until it's translucent, okay? Once it's translucent, you're going to let this cool and keep it off to the side. For the actual golden bowl, similar to the fabulous bacon and egg and cheese, we're going to keep the vegetables separately just in case someone doesn't want that many vegetables or wants extra vegetables, so we'll put that in our pan. Okay, what also makes it nice to do it to order is we're not making a bunch of burritos and letting them just sit there. They're going to stay nice and warm. All right, so we'll be back and I'll show you what this looks like when it's finished. Alright, so our vegetables have been perfectly sauteed. You want to make sure that they're soft, and then you'll put them in your pan, okay? So if you saute these, obviously the day you practice, you'll saute it, assemble, and eat it that day. But if you are prepping this for the golden bowl, you can saute it the morning of, like I said, or you can put it in a pan, saute it the day of prep, and then reheat it the morning of. Honestly, because it's going in a burrito, it doesn't matter, but do as your teacher advises you to do. Okay, so I'm going to put this right up here, and the next thing, I know you probably saw it in the other video, but let's just talk about scrambling eggs one more time, because sometimes students just struggle. All right, so what I did, I am using the same pan I used for the fabulous bacon, egg, and cheese, because it's the same thing. I put a teaspoon of butter and then a teaspoon of oil, and I'm doing low to medium heat, so I am butter adds flavor, oil prevents sticking. I have my 3 eggs. All right, I'm going to add it right to my pan, just like so, and then start circling it around. Okay? Remember, when you're prepping this larger amounts, it's going to take a little bit more time, but you want to constantly stir it up. All right? And you don't want it to get too you don't really want the golden brown, you just want it to coagulate. Coagulate means those chunks that are forming with the egg as it cooks, and then I'll show you, you're cooking this till wet, so I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, so we're back. The eggs are finished cooking. I put them in the 1/3 hotel pan. And you can see, like I said in the previous demo, I cooked them till wet. So now we're ready to assemble. So this is our veggie burrito. Everything is made to order. So we have our scrambled egg. We have cheddar cheese or pepper jack, whatever is available to you at school. Pepper jack's gonna give a little bit more zing to it since this recipe does not have a spread. Because typically vegetarians don't have like any spreads because they're allergic to, not allergic, but they have dietary restrictions against like mayonnaise and things like that. And then we have our veggies here, okay? So again, this is something that is customizable. So you can ask, okay, if they order, say I would like a veggie burrito, you can always leave out the cheese, okay? You can give them extra veggies, etc. Okay? So this recipe, I'm showing you how to do too, because you're sampling it, but as plan for more when you do the actual event, okay? So, and I have the same rolling papers. We'll have a different color for you for the veggie to keep them different. So yellow will be for the bacon, egg, and cheese, and then we'll probably have like green or blue or something for the other one. Just make sure, and if your teacher doesn't buy it that way, make sure that if you are pre-wrapping them, that you are labeling them with what they are, but we would prefer you to make them as people order it, okay? So just like before, you're gonna put your wrap right in your machine, get it warm for 10 or 15 seconds. This is pretty warmed up, so you can see it's getting nice and hot. Put it right on top of my wrap paper. I'm gonna take about a 1/4 cup of my scrambled eggs. All right, and I put that right in the center. Spread it out like so. And then I'm gonna take about a spoonful or 2 tablespoons of the veggies. I'm just gonna spoon them right over the top. And then I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of cheddar cheese. Just like so. Okay? Now you're going to wrap it. So you're going to go up from the bottom, okay, just like so. Then I always forget to do this. And then the top, all right? And then you're going to fold over, pull in, and wrap. All right, so here's our veggie burrito, breakfast burrito. I'm gonna show you one more because I don't know if you saw the whole thing. So just as a reminder, you're gonna open up your burrito heater, just like that, about 10 to 15 seconds. Mine's very warm already, so I don't want it to get too hot, okay? Put that right on top of your wrap. You're gonna take a 1/4 cup or so of your egg to order. I'm gonna put that right in the center and kind of just move it along, all right? And then we're gonna take about a tablespoon of cheese. Now, the Chipotle spread is meant for the bacon, egg, and cheese, but you can serve it with this too if someone wants it. We can always make extra. And you guys can decide that as you're sampling up your recipes before we open for service. So you can decide that, you know, with your teacher, and then both teachers from East and West will chat just to make sure we're on the same page. It's just really important that we're on the same page between campuses, just because teachers travel and whatnot, all right? So on top of there, we have our egg 1/4 cup, 1 tablespoon of cheddar cheese or pepper jack, and then I did about 2 tablespoons of our sauteed veggies, okay? So I'm gonna take the top and fold it over, take the other top and fold over, kind of flip it around, okay? Fold this bottom part over, and then all my egg is right here, and here's my top part. I'm gonna wrap it over like so, and here's my burrito. Okay, now we're gonna seal in all that goodness in our aluminum wrap, which will keep it warm. Okay, so you fold over the top, sides kind of like with the tortilla, and then you keep wrapping. All right, and then you have your burrito. All right, the burritos go for